What is up, super fam and bro vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are talking about how Sony just confirmed Beyond the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man 4 brand new day at Cinemacon, and we are here to talk about all that nerdy news and of course talk about all the implications that are coming with this announcement, because we all know that this movie is going to be sandwiched in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. So super multiversal when it comes to Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to be coming out after all of that multiversal content that's occurring as well. So I am hyped. I'm ready. I think we're going to be nerding out, talking about it, talking about all the implications and what this might mean, and of course, getting your guys' feeling. So I already got a poll running in the chat. What are you more excited for? And right now, Beyond the Spider-Verse is doing it well. It is trending. So if you guys do not know, Spider-Man Brand New Day is Spider-Man 4. So this will be Tom Holland be taking the lead here. And we're just gonna talk about kind of the direction of this movie, where the direction of this movie has started and gone over a period of time, and just nerding out about what this can mean for the future of Marvel, the MCU, and all these other multiversal projects that are cracking off. You know what? I did not put on my Spider-Man shirt, so let's do that real quick. Give me 1 second. I was not gonna match the brown, but just give me 1 second. All right, now that's better. You feel me? Now that's better. Now we spideyed up and we're ready to get nerdy. Chat, how we doing? How's everybody feeling? Check out the Spider-Man shirt. Type a 1 in the chat if you like the Spider-Man shirt. Type a 2 in the chat if you don't like it. I understand if you don't like it. I would be hating too if I ain't have it. You know what? Actually, here it is. Let's go ahead and throw up Secret Wars right here as well. How about that? Secret Wars with the Spidey cover. If you guys haven't seen it, there you go. That is Secret Wars with the... This is Secret Wars number 8. Look at that. Ain't that baby beautiful? Look at that foil just shining, okay? We're out here nerding out. We're talking about Spider-Man 4. Yo, we're talking about Spider-Man 4 and Beyond the Spider-Verse because they just announced both of those movies today. I can't believe it. I didn't go live for Cinemacon because honestly, I did not have any faith that they were going to even talk about Spider-Man. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam Twan Rom Dog. I hope you're having a good day, man. I appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Super Fam. I hope you're having a good one yet again. Okay. Yeah, guys, I did not think that they were going to talk about Spider-Man 4 literally at all, or Beyond the Spider-Verse. I didn't think we were going to get dates or anything like that, but Sony was like, nah, bro, no. We're not just talking about them. We're also going to be straight up giving you release dates and dropping a logo for the next Spider-Man movie. Like, excuse me? I was like, holy shit, I gotta go live right now and talk about it. Because I know there's gonna be some people ready to nerd out with me. Because I'm ready. I'm hyped about this in every way that I can be, in every way that we can be. I hope you guys are hyped about this too. I think both of these movies have a hell of potential to be bangers. And I'm excited about that, bro. I am excited about that. We're going to jump into chat, see how you guys are feeling. Of course, deep dive into all your guys' thoughts and theories, and of course, your questions. So if you have any thoughts, theories, or questions for what's happening? What? Oh, there we go. If you guys have any thoughts, theories, or questions for Beyond the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day, you can always drop them in the comment section down below, and we're gonna be talking about it, yo. We're gonna be getting into it. We're gonna be getting into all that nerdy goodness that we can. All right, so let's jump on in and get it cracking, man, because I can't believe that they dropped all this amazing stuff today, bro. Like, legit, I'm actually surprised. And I'm actually, I'll say it, I'm pretty impressed that they did this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty impressed. Sony does not usually have the greatest track record when it comes to things like this. You feel me? But hey, they did it today. I'm not gonna lie, they did it today. They got us hyped. They surprised us as well. Literally nobody expected this to drop like this, bro. And they did a really good job of finessing us. So first and foremost, Beyond the Spider-Verse, they talked about that first. I'm going to bring up some pictures here in a second. I'm just trying to compile them all together so we can really get a good focus on it. I couldn't believe it, yo. They really dropped Beyond the Spider-Verse. They didn't just talk about it. They talked about it. They dropped some stills. They dropped the release date, and they showed the Cinemacon audience a trailer, I believe, like, or at least a teaser. They showed them something, and then they also released those stills that we got that we're about to show you guys here in a second. So Sony actually came to play, and it makes more sense as to why. Well, not, it doesn't make sense, but Marvel just dropped their whole cast, you know, the other day, and I'm pretty sure this could be not in retaliation, but you know, this could definitely be a, I guess, a retaliation of that, you know, like, hey, we got some big things in the works too. We got some big things popping. We're a part of this Marvel universe that everybody loves so much. You know what I mean? We don't just, they're like, hey, we don't just make slop. We also have other good things going here. But let me know, man. Are you guys excited for it? Drop a 1 in the chat if you are hyped for Beyond the Spider-Verse, dropping June 4th, 2027. Yo, let me get a 1 in the chat if you guys are hyped for it. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you ain't, because holy moly. I'm not going to lie. I am really surprised that they did this. Oops. 5. There we go. Let's get this stuff all situated. I'm getting all of the not the screenshots. I'm getting all the stills together for you guys right now. I think there's about 5 of them that they released for Beyond the Spider-Verse. So I'm just getting all those together in a nice little compiled way, so we can really get a good look at it, nerd out, and then also talk about Spider-Man 4. Boom. All right, let's get into chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Calling Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day makes sense considering at the end of No Way Home, Peter got a reboot back to protecting the neighborhood. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Kasali, but I'm sorry to tell you, Jay, but they have completely kind of I don't want to say abandoned, but they've completely reworked how that Spider-Man movie is going to be. Initially, it was going to be kind of a soft, I don't want to say a soft reboot, but that's the best explanation that I can say for the character. That's why they were doing like the whole everybody forgets him and doing all those extra things, right? But now, since Spider-Man 4 is in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, they are going to make it more of a multiversal story. It wasn't going to be a multiversal story at first, but now it is actually going to be more of a multiversal story. They want to capitalize on a lot of the stuff that Sony specifically wants to capitalize off of a lot of the Spider-Verse type of things and all the multiverse shenanigans that are going on. They want to, hit the box office like a crazy mofo again. They want to bring back some spider stuff, and they want to do a whole bunch of things with that movie. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to nerd out about it. And of course, we're going to talk about all the implications, not just for Spider-Man, but also for movies like Doomsday and Secret Wars, because there's a lot of implications that those have as well, going into these other movies. So we're going to talk about all of it. I wonder if that leaked footage of Beyond is still relevant. Muggin, I don't think I ever saw that, to be honest, Gene. Welcome into the chat, man. I hope all you guys are having a good day, but I don't think I ever saw the leaked footage for that movie. I know there was a lot of weird stuff going on with Across the Spider-Verse, meaning that like several theaters actually had different footage. They all did not have the same film. Everyone did not see the same movie when it released. So I know that caused for a little bit of a disarray at the initial, after that first like 6 months to a year after the movie came out, and people would be like, yo, I didn't see that part of the movie, or I didn't see that part of the movie. And I know that kind of caused a little bit of friction there, but I have no idea if there was, I didn't see anything about the leaked trailer stuff. But if I'll look into that, and then we can definitely talk about that more. I am personally excited for both evenly. Hey, I feel you, gamer. I should have put that as an option. Both. I should have put both as an option for sure. Because I am also hyped for both. I can't lie. But I'm a little bit more hyped for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I am. We'll talk about it more as we get into it. But I'm just a little bit more excited about Brand New Day, just to level with you. You know what? Let's throw Spider-Man in here too. Let me make sure there's no other scenes out there. Too damn long for me, but I'm glad we got a date. Yo, Muggin, I feel that. They took their sweet time announcing this one, bro. They really did. Like, they took their sweet time announcing this movie. I don't know why they took so long with announcing this movie, but I'm hoping that it's because they've been working on the animation and all that this whole time. Because if that's the case, we're good. You know what I mean? We're absolutely good if that's the case, and we're gonna be straight cooking. And we have no reason to be worried about nothing. Boom. All right. Let's check out all these stills for everything that was talked about today. Where's my window? Oh, shit. All right. We back. I don't know what happened, but it did. That was insane. I don't know what happened just now, but we back, chat, like we never left. Okay. Looking forward to tomorrow too. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to be doing tomorrow, bro, but I'm definitely going to be watching, because now I see these companies are not playing with CinemaCon. They're really downsizing on their own events, everybody started doing their own events at first, only really because of course, Disney was always doing their own stuff, but you know, everybody wanted to do their own thing when Marvel started doing like going big, and then of course, COVID caused people to want to do their own stuff. But I think they're all realizing now that hey, we can just go to Cinemacon, we can just go to San Diego Comic-Con and use this to drive a whole bunch of not a whole bunch of buzz, get some buzz going. So that's why I'm hyped that they're actually using these things that's at their disposal now. We're gonna read some chats here, and then we'll get into the stills that we have. Looking for yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow. What's up with it, Rich C? Hope you're having a good day today. Hope you're still with us. Bradley Krager, what's up with the G? If Chameleon is part of this, why wouldn't they call it something else? I mean, Brand New Day is a fine title. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing confirmed about Chameleon being a part of this either. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things, but you know what I mean? We'll see. Freaking the hell out. I want street level Spider-Man story. Nah, I feel you there. I do too. I want a street level Spider-Man story for sure, Jay, but they're just not giving it to us for what, Sony wants that multiversal money, and that multiversal money is only going to be there for so long, because Marvel's not going to completely close the door on the multiverse. They'll probably utilize the multiverse to tell a whole bunch of more stories in the future, but, so right now, it's they're gonna probably try to at least put it on the back burner a little bit. So, Sony is trying to get that multiversal money while they can. Buggin says there was a leaked previs animation for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'll send it to the Discord. Hey, okay, for sure. We had our multiverse story. It was No Way Home. Put Spider-Man back to his roots. They would be able to do that, Jay, but you got to think about this. Spider-Man 4 is literally between Doomsday and Secret Wars. So that's another reason why stuff like Blade, things like Armor Wars, all those movies and shows and things are really getting put on the back burner right now because they really want to focus on making this multiverse saga bigger and better than like it has been, quote unquote. And they also really want to utilize all these actors for this one last hurrah. I've been saying it for a while now, right? We got to get all of these actors for like their last hurrah, bro, for real. Everyone's getting older. Patrick Stewart is getting older. Seeing Sir Ian is getting older as well, right? All of them are getting older in their years, bro. So, for all the nerds like that know who they are, this is that moment where we can really get all of that together, throw it all in a pot, really go that direction where we have all these characters, going at it, fighting, teaming up, villains with heroes with villains, and really just being able to, keep those vibes going, like for real. So I understand wanting that ground level stuff because I do too, but I really, really want to go. I really want to go into the multiverse a little bit deeper and see what we can do with all of that before we start doing everything else, right? Because we're going to have this little soft reboot. I know people are going to hate. Some people will love it, but we're going to have this soft reboot of having all these characters together in a way, and I'm just excited to see what that means and what that will look like. Let's see. Peter and Matt Murdock team up to fight Kingpin. Come on, that sounds awesome. Hey, and it's not like we can never get that, but it just ain't happening right now. One More Day, Brand New Day is the following up to One More Day. Facts. Hey, that's facts, BZ. That's facts. Brand New Day is okay. That's actually crazy. That's so lit. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna need a drop on this. Brand New Day is a comic book storyline. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Spider-Man: Brand New Day is a comic book storyline that began in the Amazing Spider-Man 2008, following the controversial One More Day storyline. Um, the new status quo had the marriage being erased. Spider-Man's marriage to Mary Jane Watson is gone, as it never happened. Their history has been altered, so they were in a long-term relationship that ended badly rather than being married. It's unclear if Mary Jane retains any subconscious awareness of their marriage or the deal with Mephisto. Everyone, including those who previously knew, has forgotten that Peter is Spider-Man. While some vaguely recall Spider-Man unmasking during Civil War, they don't remember his face and quickly dismiss the thought. Harry has been living in Europe for several years and is now back in New York. Aunt May is alive and volunteers at a homeless shelter. Peter is back to using his original mechanical web shooters. In the beginning of Brand New Day, Spider-Man hasn't been seen for 100 days due to the implementation of the Superhuman Registration Act. Peter is living with Aunt May, struggling to find an affordable apartment. He visits the financially troubled Daily Bugle and is shocked by its state. J. Jonah Jameson suffers a heart attack due to the stress. Robbie Robertson asks Peter to get Spider-Man photos to boost the Bugle's circulation, prompting Peter's return as Spider-Man. And then celebrity businessman Dexter Benet buys Jameson's shares and takes over the Daily Bugle, renaming it the DB. He harbors a vendetta against the Spider-Man and Peter Parker. This era introduces several new villains like Menace, later revealed to be someone, Mr. Negative, Overdrive, Freak, and Screwball. Mary Jane re-enters Peter's life, now dating a movie star. There's an initial speculation that she might be the new superhero Jackpot, but who really knows who that is? Peter also faces numerous challenges, including financial difficulties, job hunting, and a whole bunch of other things. Brand New Day renews focus on Peter's supporting cast, introducing new characters like Carly Cooper and Lily Hollister's friend, Vin Gonzalez, and Dexter Bennett, who we already talked about. It also explores the lives of Aunt May, Robbie Robertson, and a changed Harry Osborn. Bill Hollister runs for mayor, which has which is a storyline that happens in there. Spider-Man interacts with a whole bunch of other heroes, including his new Avengers teammate, and he even meets President Obama in one story. While new villains are prominent, classic villains like Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, and others also make appearances. So this film could be chock full of a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and we don't even, I think we're barely scratching the surface, honestly. Like, literally, we are barely scratching the surface. And if you look at that poll, Brand New Day has actually taken the lead as being the most excited, or the most the most anticipated movie that people are excited for. So let me know what you guys' most anticipated movie is. Is it Beyond the Spider-Verse? Is it Spider-Man Brand New Day? What movie is it and why? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get into some more of these comments here, and then we'll get into the stills. You'll get some of the street elements with the Brand New Day storyline, but yeah, it's a multiversal film at its core, which I'm okay with completely. I'm not gonna lie, I'm completely okay with it being a multiversal film. I know some of you guys might not be. Actually, let's get a little tip check on that. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're okay with Spider-Man 4 being a multiversal story. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're not, and then drop a 3 in the chat if you're like, I'm not really sure how to feel. I'll keep my opinions until I see the movie. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat. 1 in the chat if you guys are okay with it. 2 if you're not, and then 3 if you're not really sure how to feel. Sick t-shirt. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, Rich. Shout out to shout out to my beautiful wife. Surprised me with the Spider-Man t-shirt. I got this t-shirt. She got me this one, and she also got me she also got me this one. Both crazy hard, if you ask me. I really like this one too. This one is dope. I like this one as well. They're both lit, bro. Both lit. I know someone was talking about someone earlier in the chat was talking about Chameleon. I really like what they did with Chameleon in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I just wanted to say that. And if this is a multiversal story, we have that multiversal Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? I think we might be able to see Chameleon somewhere in there because Chameleon was dope. He was a menace in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Literally could not believe it. Oh, we get a new we get new trailer and new footage for Superman tomorrow. Oh, bruh. But I think that actually is going to be going on at the same time that Daredevil Born Again would be going on. So, if anything, we'll just go live and if we see it or we'll see whatever happens. We'll see what happens. Because Daredevil is at 6 p.m. PST. I go live for it at 5 p.m. PST, and I believe oh, you know what? I forgot to put the dates and stuff for Cinemacon in there. Let's go up a little bit. There it is. There we go. Lionsgate is 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. What does Lionsgate have? Is Lionsgate John Wick or is John Wick MGM? No, I think Lionsgate is John Wick. So we might get like a ballerina trailer tomorrow or something like that. And then we have Warner Brothers from 4:30 to 6:30. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to cover that one live, I don't think. So, if anything, I'll just go live the next day for that Superman trailer and we'll really deep dive into it, but I'll do a trailer reaction for it if they drop when they drop the new one. Hopefully it's the first thing they do and they don't try to drag it out too much. Why would Sony be the ones to announce this when it's a Marvel Studios movie? Because Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man. That's why I don't know if you guys remember, but like in like 2019 or like mid 2019, like not too long after Infinity War, I believe, or after Endgame, it was like a question as to whether or not Spider-Man would actually even be in the MCU because Sony was like trying to revoke the rights of the movie from Marvel or whatever, and then they had hinged a deal upon whether or not Spider-Man Far From Home I think broke a certain margin. And then if it did break the margin, then they would continue with their deal. And if it didn't break that margin, then they would change the deal. But they did end up breaking that margin and they were able to secure the bag, for lack of better words. And they got it cracking. How do you think they'll conclude the Spider-Verse story when Beyond comes out? I'm really interested in that too. I think we might see that multiverse die in a way. Like because if you really think about it, Oscar Spider-Man 2099 is very similar to Kang. And I believe that Spider-Man 2099 and the Web of Destiny are like the antithesis to Kang and the Sacred Timeline, meaning that Spider-Man 2099's entire purpose was to spread the multiverse and ensure that it continues to grow, while Kang's main thing was to, basically trim and prune the multiverse and make sure that the sacred timeline stays sure and stays strong. You know? So that's why I feel like they'll do. I think they could do a good job of either having the Web of Destiny be its own self-contained. Well, it can't be self-contained because they've already mentioned the MCU, but have it be like its kind of own self-contained multiverse in a way. And they'll probably tease some things here and there about uh shit, what are we about to get? Doomsday and Secret Wars. What I think would be really dope is if they didn't necessarily cross over Miles Morales into the movie, but they did cross over like Spider-Man 2099. Like, I think that would be cool, or even to see other adjacent Spider people, you know, whoever they may be, just to see them enter into the Spider-Verse or Secret Wars or Doomsday, even that Spider-Man movie. I think that would be so dope to see. How are we feeling about Beyond the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Brand New Day? I'm pretty hyped for both of them, man. I wish it wasn't so long from now, but I am hyped I'm hyped that we finally have a date put to it. I would like to know a little something about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Don't know when we'll get that. I mean, they're saying the movie comes out next year. And I believe the Shang-Chi director is still a part of this movie, right? Is that right? I think it's right. I just hope we get a good Spider-Man movie. I feel that, bro. Yo, stop the cap, man. What am I capping? What is it that I'm capping about, man? I think you might be talking about me saying that Spider-Man almost got ripped out of the MCU. Bro, that definitely is not cap. That happened for sure, for sure. Sony was literally about to revoke the MCU's rights, bruh. And we was not about to have Spider-Man in the MCU anymore. But it all hinged upon Far From Home or No Way Home. One of those it had to make a shitload of money for it to stay in the MCU. And what did it do? It made a shitload of money. And then that's when Sony really doubled down on going full blown with Miles Morales and having him be like their Spider-Man for all the things that they were going in. And then that's when they really started buckling down on the Spider-Man universe of Spider-Man characters. Like all of that happened, yo. And it was like in 2019, I believe. It was 2018 or 2019. It was one of those years. Maybe 2017. Maybe it was before Infinity War. I don't think it was. Nah, I think it was for far far. I think it was for Far From Home because uh um that's when they were like they wanted beforehand. Marvel wanted Spider-Man to literally be the next Iron Man of the MCU. They were gonna have him in a whole bunch of movies. They were gonna like really go full-fledged with it and make Tom Holland the new focal point of the MCU. And Sony was like, no, that's what we want to do with our universe. And then Marvel was like, but that doesn't even make sense. Why would you do that when the only reason he's even popular is because of our movies right now? Like, not, you know what I mean? Like this character, this specific Spider-Man is popular because of Marvel, not because of them. And that also was why like Sony was always trying to sabotage Marvel on the slender. That's why we have that 8 years later thing going on within Spider-Man Homecoming when none of the other movies really have time cards like that, and that time card is like obviously wrong as well. A lot of that stuff that happened is because of Sony not really wanting to play ball and talking that hot shit. It's their only successful Marvel project outside of animations. They not letting that bag go at all, bro. They holding on to that with dear life. Okay, so it is what is bro's name? You said DDC. Is it like Destin Daniel? Yeah, Destin Daniel Cretton. Bro goes crazy. Bro went from directing an Avengers movie to a Spider-Man movie. Like, come on now. How are we mad about this? I don't think we can be mad about that at all. Sony was about to walk away from Marvel. Bro, had the bags packed. I think Miguel is only cold and distant was because he saw his family die and disappear because he replaced his variant. Yeah, that's very true. Miguel was all messed up because he replaced his variant and had to watch his universe crumble. I kind of feel like that's an anchor being situation in a way. It's almost like he tried, like, okay, so you know what Wolverine did in Deadpool and Wolverine was he replaced their anchor being in a way. I kind of do feel like that is because of the whole atoms and the stuff that him and Deadpool were all connected to and the dark matter and all that shit that was going on. I feel like that has a big reason of why Wolverine was able to kind of seed into the place of Logan, basically, right? Wolverine was able to take Logan's place because of that reason. I think it's because of that reason. But in Spider-Man 2099's case, he tried to take the place of that Spider-Man's, and it just didn't work, bro. It didn't work. You know what I mean? It was like, nah, bro, you're not even the same. You got that vampire virus shit going down and a whole bunch of other stuff. So like, nah, it doesn't work for you, right? So it'll be really interesting to see how I hope they utilize Spider-Man 2099 and Loki in tandem a little bit when we go into Doomsday and Secret Wars. Sony would have butchered Spider-Man if they had full control. Oh, no doubt about it, bruh. They would have butchered Tom Holland Spider-Man, yo. I mean, look at all these movies that they made. They've all been shit. Literally, they've all been shit. They really haven't made a good movie outside of their animation, which is crazy. I'm not talking about The Amazing Spider-Man or any of those movies. I'm talking about within these last, what is that, like 10 years? Maybe. It feels like 10 years, but I might be wrong. Miguel was the Loki of the Spider-Verse, so he witnessed a lot. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. I agree with that. DDC is perfect for this type of film. I agree with that as well. Look at how well he handled Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and how he kind of implemented that other dimension and all those other things. I think he could do something like that with this and introduce the Spider-Verse in the same way and not have it be introduced to where, like, because we already know that Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to start right off of where it left off, right? Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to start where Across the Spider-Verse left off. That's how it's going to go, which it should. So there's not but with it being after Spider-Man 4, Secret Wars, Brand New Day, I think it's after Secret Wars. It's either after Secret Wars or Secret Wars is like right after that movie. So if Secret Wars is after if Secret Wars is after yeah, okay, I got it. My brain was like, wait, what's going on? If Secret Wars is after Beyond the Spider-Verse, then we can see a lot of that stuff showing up in a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? And that'll be pretty dope. Sony gave us the Sam Raimi trilogy and the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, so it's not all bad from them. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely not all bad. I'm just talking about what's been more recent, right? What's been more recent is definitely been more all bad, meaning like the Venom stuff, all the Spider-Man adjacent things have been bad, right? I think that's the best way to say it. Spider-Man Brand New Day could be what Ant-Man and the Wasp was to Infinity War. I think it will be more than that, honestly. The thing that we've been kind of saying, or the thing that Mike Beasley has been saying is that it'll be a 3 three-part structure really with these movies being Avengers, Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then Secret Wars. And those being like a three-part story that is going to be told like cohesively. So in one of those ways, it will be like Ant-Man and the Wasp, but Ant-Man and the Wasp was more of a prequel to what was going on within Avengers and Infinity War and Endgame. So similar but different. I'm trying to figure out what would be more akin to what it's like, but I don't think we've had anything really be like that before. Yeah, I can't really think about anything that was like that. Watching those Tom Hardy Venom films made me appreciate what Spider-Man 3 did with Topher Grace more. I haven't watched them. I still haven't watched Venom: The Last Dance, but I will. But I still haven't watched that movie. But yeah, I like that Venom, but also no. But I don't know. I don't know if I like the other Venom more than this Venom. Honestly, I haven't watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies in forever. I probably should do that. It's all bad now. Nothing's been good since Amazing Spider-Man. They down bad. Exactly. I like the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm surprised they like cut that off. The Amazing Spider-Man was pretty cool. One and two. It was just mad serious. I will say that, but it was still dope as hell. I liked everything they did with it, to be honest. I like everything they did with it. I hope we get to see that Spider-Man interact with other heroes. That's one thing that I'll say is like the biggest downfall for any other Marvel project ever is not being able to see them have the dopest interactions that they have with other heroes, right? Like I know a lot of people are mad that um Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards and Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom aren't going to have that same history that they do in the comics. But that's okay. For one, I just want to say it's okay that they don't, so don't panic about that at all. But it will still be dope when we see them interact. Like, it's going to be heavy nonetheless, right? For all of us comic book audience as well, at least, it's still going to be heavy when they meet because we're still going to know what that tension means on a deeper level. And then for everyone else that's watching, they're still going to be like, oh, shit, oh, my God, you know? But that's one thing that I just missed from, like, the X-Men movies, from the all the Spider-Man films, all of those movies. It's we don't get to see the interactions of them together. Like I recently was watching Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, and I'm gonna still go and watch Endgame. And bro, and I watched Captain America Civil War. Literally the best parts about all of those movies is the character interactions with each other. I would like to see more team type movies, or at least more character blended movies, rather than seeing just the usual standalone solo film, right? Like Captain America Brave New World was dope, but it would have been like that much doper if we actually saw another hero that we know in there with him in the fight, and not just insert random character to be fighting on the side of Red Hulk and be like his top lieutenant or whatever. Like if we could just have had a dope character that we all know already, we know as like a comic book audience. Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean though. I think that would be so dope, bro. Take any of the characters that we've already saw from the Black Widow movie and put them in that aspect. I think that would be so dope. The funny part, Amazing Spider-Man got killed, but now everyone wants Andrew Garfield back. Wait, what do you mean it got killed? In my opinion, I wish we were in the timeline where Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 wasn't canceled and it came out. That would be dope. I would love to see something like that, yo. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man was lit. Venom 3 had the perfect recipe to be good, and they dropped the ball. They TLAT it? What is TLAT? My brain doesn't understand. I thought V3 was cool, could have been better, but I liked it and I like what it left open. Yeah, I gotta check it out and see. I know I wasn't a big fan of V2 though. V2 made me a little. I was a little like, I don't know. If they do the whole Peter is shocked, Doom has the face of Mr. Stark, I'm gonna face palm because I'm tired of that. I don't know how you can be tired of that when it's never happened before. I don't understand the dislike of Pedro for Reed. I think he's about to carry. I agree, bro. I agree. I think Redro is gonna be dope. Literally, I think Redro is gonna be lit, man. I don't think he makes it out of the multiverse saga, but I think he's gonna be lit. If Redro signed up for Fantastic Four, Doomsday, if he shows up in Spider-Man for some reason because it's multiversal, and we see him in Secret Wars, that's 4 movies, chat. That is 4 movies. Doctor Strange is in like 4 movies already right now, right? So in that little time, if he gets that many movies, bruh, I don't know. I think he's, bow. I think he's gone, bro. I think Redros Pascal is gonna get the same type of treatment that Krasinski. I think Redros Pascal, what the hell? I think Pedro's Reed is going to get the same treatment that Krasinski's Reed got, where he's dope, he's there to be awesome, and for us to know who that is and all this other things. But then he dies in order to prove a point, and then we move into maybe one of the other Reed Richards that we've already had taking the fray, and then them being like the main one until we get our new Reed Richards. The part of the movie for me, no. People hated and bashed Asm way back then, and it didn't make the money they wanted. That's what led to MCU Spidey. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Let it fail. No, I'm just playing. V2 cut out some very important information about Null that would have really made V3 hit harder. Yeah, I haven't seen V3. That's why I'm staying away from all comments about it. Thor Love and Thunder. Okay, let me go back and read that comment again then so I can try to get a little. Venom 3 had the perfect recipe to be good and they dropped the ball. They Thor Love and Thundered it. Oh, damn. That's intense. Damn, that makes me a little sad. Yo, what's up with it, Matthew? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the chat. Oh man, having to choose between which I am more excited for, Spider-Verse or Brand New Day, is difficult as hell. Yeah, bruh. Which one are you most hyped for? Let me know in the comments. Let me know why, chat. If you haven't already, we are talking. If you don't know, we are talking right now about Beyond the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day. Sony just announced both of these movies at Cinemacon tonight, and I'm hyped, bro. I am so hyped to keep talking about them and get into it. You know what? As a matter of fact, it is time to get into it right now and start checking out all the goodness that they drop for us when it comes to these 2 movies. All right, so first and foremost, like I said, they dropped a significant amount of stills for Beyond the Spider-Verse. We're about to check all of those stills out right now because I like them, yo. I like these stills. I think they look dope. They definitely have me hyped for everything. Like I said, they also are experimenting, or they started doing like these new takes on the animation. Well, I don't know if that's the right way to phrase that, but they tried out some new styles, basically. No, I don't think that's the right thing to say either. What is it that they did? They basically improved upon their animation style in a certain way that is prevalent in the trailer that was shown at Cinemacon. And I think you can also see it in these stills. I don't think not this one so much, but in some of the other ones, you can really see that animation style start to kind of shine. Kind of shine through. So this is the picture of Miles here. And then we have that pic. We have Prowler. Look at this. This looks insane, bro. I love the way they use like negatives and like a color, almost like a color crown type of aesthetic for some stuff. It's almost like their version of the Kirby crackle, you know? And that shit is so dope to me. Like, look at this, bro. Oh my god, I love this still. This one looks really cool. I think they're really trying to hit the nail, bro, with all of this. And I think they are. I think they are hitting the nail. I'm not gonna lie. All of this looks beautiful. The way that Miles clearly stands out so well while everything else is like moving fast and getting all not digitized, but having that like that 3D effect on it. Like this is a beautiful still right here. From what we heard from some of the audience attendees at CinemaCon, the footage that they showed featured Miles Morales actually fighting Prowler. So freaking dope. I'm hyped for that, and of course, it's probably gonna be that multiversal Prowler. Don't know what's gonna happen between him and the other Miles. Oh, I guess that is Miles Prowler actually. If you look, this is Miles Prowler. This isn't the uncle because he has the braids. So this is yeah, this is Miles Prowler right here. This isn't the uncle, which is heat to be honest. Like beautiful, bro. Literally beautiful. And then of course we got Gwen and Miles here as well. I think this is one of the moments of them reuniting, possibly. And of course, this is actually peak. And then they ended it with announcing Spider-Man Brand New Day, yo. So Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse drops, I think it's June 4th or July 4th. One of those fourths. And then Spider-Man Brand New Day drops July 31st. Silicon. Absolutely insane. I don't think I posted this video on YouTube, and I meant to. This comment on my TikTok is crazy. Make sure you guys go check out my TikTok at Sensei Finito. I'm always giving my first thoughts and opinions on stuff as it drops over there. If I'm not going live or if I don't have time to go live, you'll always be able to know what I'm thinking about, something over there. I'm gonna start just going live on my phone over there too for certain things, just to yap about stuff. So yeah, make sure you guys go follow me at Sensei Finito on TikTok. But a comment that someone left on my TikTok about Beyond the Spider-Verse, they said, I was 13 years old when the first movie came out. I'll be 21 when the last movie comes out. Holy shit, that's insane. That's actually crazy. That's actually wild, bruh. All right, I'm just gonna post this short real quick, and then we will continue chatting. So again, let me know all your thoughts, theories, and questions. Let me know which movie you're most hype about, and why. Next. Okay. There we go. Boom. And upload that, baby. All right. All right, chat. How we feeling? How y'all liking these stills, yo? I'm excited for them both. So am I. I'm tired of connecting Spider-Man to Tony Stark. It's happened to the entire home trilogy. I think that's a funny thing to. I think that's a funny complaint a little bit, but I understand it. I understand people don't like it, but I think it's funny. I think Spider-Man is freaking awesome in the MCU. I think Spider-Man has the best trilogy damn near in the MCU. Like the world building, as far as world building goes, the lore of the MCU, the interconnectivity, all of it. Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home, like Spider-Man's trilogy in the MCU is actually insane when you look at it from like that super nerd brain of like, oh shit, like or like the MCU world building and how things connect to each other. Like, whoa, they did their damn thing with those movies, bro. Like for real. The way it handles like the way it handles the ramifications of other things that are going on, like the way that the Avengers event is literally the cause of Spider. Like, bro, it all is. It's a damn good way to do it. But I understand a lot of people are like, I don't like Spider-Man as a kid. You know what I mean? You know, I get it. I understand. Because MCU Spider-Man is MCU Spider-Man. That's how every MCU character is, right? Every MCU character is built off of the development of the world, not off of the development of how their character would fit in the world. It's like, no, how would their character be developed in the MCU? You know what I mean? And I think that's the best way to handle it. and I think they've handled it really freaking well. Like having Vulture come from Shatari parts that are left over after the Avengers, and then having the DODC that being a thing that Iron Man made to come in. Like, bro, all of that is beautiful world building, literally. That is world building at its peak, honestly. And I'm a world building fanatic, bro. Like, world building is amazing to me. World building, lore, magic systems, how all of those things interconnect to each other. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Sign me up any day of the week. Marvel ain't doing too bad. Fantastic Four coming up. Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, plus this season of Daredevil is 6, so not bad. Yeah, bro. And, I mean, Captain America Brave New World was not bad. They just did a bad job marketing the movie, in my opinion. Same thing with, what was before that? Deadpool and Wolverine, bro. Deadpool and Wolverine was absolute gas. I think Spider-Man Freshman Year was pretty solid. Like, they did all of that, yo. All of that was amazing. I like how the Amazing Spider-Man has been getting incorporated into the MCU right along with Raimi's Spider-Man. Yeah, bro. They've done a wonderful job with all that world building, yo. Our style was genius off rip. They just keep improving it. That's so true, bro. They have improved that like Amazing Spider-Man animation again and again and again. And in this movie, it's going to be insane. I'm happy they're taking their time with it, to be honest with you. Whether that be because of the story, whether that be because of the animation, I don't mind why it's taking so long. I just hope that because it's taking so long, it means it's going to be that much better. I would love to see a timeline where Spider-Man is connected to Doctor Strange. That could be interesting. The closest is the MCU No Way Home. That would be freaking dope. That would be so dope. I'll take Toby's trilogy any day because it's actually about Spider-Man and his world of characters. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with anything. Everyone gets to like what they like and not be judged for it. I just appreciate world building. And while there is a lot of world building within Sam Raimi's movies, I think there's more within the MCU. And I think that's what makes the MCU is the fact that the characters don't just kind of appear out of nowhere for no reason. There's always connective tissue. There's always a thread to follow as to how these characters were introduced. I mean, if you think about it, the Avengers event created Spider-Man. It created Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. It created a whole bunch of characters. I mean, I guess to be honest, Spider-Man was already doing his Spider-Man thing before that, but it's like the Avengers event that happened, the Battle of New York caused so many ripple effects throughout the universe that it caused other characters to also want to step up and be heroes. That shit's awesome, bro. That's good storytelling right now. That's good storytelling right there. Now, is it comic book accurate? No, but that's why it's not the comics. That's why it's the MCU. It's accurate to what the MCU is building, right? It's not breaking the lore. Even putting it back to having that kid at the Stark Expo that Tony saved actually be Peter Parker when he was young, and him and his Aunt May went to that expo. Like, that's freaking cool, bro. That's cool. That's dope ass world building, man. And I can't wait to see what they do with this new movie. If he uses his spider sense to tap into Destiny like Madam Web can, oh yeah, that would be crazy. I would love to know what's going to happen with Madam Web. Imagine her popping up in one of these movies. That would be hilarious. That would be freaking hilarious, bro. Bro said, pardon me, what's happening? Yo, what's up with it, I hope you're having a good day today. We're just talking about Sony just announced today that Spider-Man 4 is going to be titled Brand New Day and is releasing July 31st, 2026. And then Beyond the Spider-Verse or Spider-Verse 3 will be releasing in 2027 of June. I think it's June 4th, 2027. I believe that's the date. So right now we're talking about what movie you're most hyped for. Is it Spider-Man 4? Is it Beyond this? Is it the Spider-Verse 3? Which movie are you hyped for the most, yo? Let me know in the comments. Let me know why. Let me know what you're looking for. Yeah, June 4th, 2027. June 4th, 2027. Bro, why is it so late? That's a good question. That's a good question. Peter is better as his own hero? I don't know, man. Didn't Spider-Man get introduced in a Fantastic Four comic? Am I tripping? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Ow. But I know he's been a full-blown member of the Fantastic Four. Spider-Man rocks with other characters. Yeah, I think it was I think Amazing Fantasy is his own story, yeah. In the anthology comic book. Ah. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man almost hints on what Peter might have been doing before Civil War, but that cartoon series shows what happened if he found Norman Osborn instead. I know, that's crazy. I think it's safe to say that, like, outside of Doctor Strange coming through with the spider and that being how he gets his abilities, and the introduction of Osborn, all of that other stuff is pretty much the same thing. Because they even show him stopping the same truck that he stopped in Civil War when Iron Man comes to recruit him, which was awesome. All of that was dope. I'm so excited to see Peter Parker as a as like a kid, well, basically as a teenager, grow up into an adult and then get adult Peter Parker stories from the same character that was the kid before. Like that world building, baby. Sign me up for every ounce of it. Is that real? Yes, sir. Here are some of the stills from Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Badass stills, bro. They all look so good. I love that they're continuing with the whole like pastel colors and things like that are different for every character. You know what I mean? Like every character basically has their own animation style. Hype City. And we can't forget that Nicolas Cage has the Spider-Man show coming to Prime, the Spider Noir show coming to Prime, and I believe it is the same character, live action, by the way. Super surprised we didn't hear anything about that today, because I thought we would. I definitely thought we'd see all of that. Yeah, another timeline, facts. Which one do you prefer, Peter or Miles? I don't think I've read enough Miles. Like, the majority of my Miles knowledge does not, in fact, come from, like, well, maybe it does. I'll say I know more about comic Spider Man, like Peter Parker Spider Man, than I do about Miles Spider Man. Like, the majority of the stuff that I know about Miles Spider Man does come from not just the movies, but like other forms of media in that way. So I do like Peter more. But I think Miles is a dope ass character. Miles is such a dope character, and I like that there are more Spider Man. I love having a lot of Spider Man. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but I think that's so dope. Like having Spider Man have like a little homie that he tries to raise and pass down the mantle to and shit. Like, that's cool. And this is where I always say we need more crossover, bruh. Like, we don't need a character to come in and like be there for the whole day or anything, but just a little cameo, bro. You know, like what we saw with Captain America and how Winter Soldier just kind of makes a little brief cameo. We need more stuff like that with all characters all the time. It would be so dope to just have someone like downtown doing something, and then Spider-Man just pulls up and helps them real quick, and then just pulls and then takes off, or just anything like that. Like little shit like that would be so cool. Seeing another hero on a television screen, like little things like that, would be amazing. Please, like I don't know why that shit is so hard to do, but it feels like it's just. I feel like that's part of like actors' contracts and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know how you can factor in cameos into an actor's contract, you know? Because it's like, does their name's got to be in the credits or something? You know what I mean? Like that changes stuff so quickly. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that though. I think Amazing Fantasy number 15 was his own story. Yeah, I believe it was as well. I just know him in the Fantastic Four are locked in, bruh. I don't know where I got that Fantastic Four debut thing. I do like Peter, hopefully without the writers constantly torturing him. Man, Peter be going through it, bruh. Like, bruh be going through it. He has like the worst luck ever. I'm not a spotter, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping though, because okay, Spider-Man's debut, Spider-Man's first appearance was an amazing fantasy number 15, which has a cover date of August 1962 and went on sale in June 1962. This comic book was an anthology series that was being canceled, and Spider-Man's story was a last-minute addition. The Fantastic Four debuted earlier in the Fantastic Four number one, uh, which had a cover date of November 1961. But Spider Man and the Fantastic Four met in the Amazing Spider Man number one, which was released in March 1963. In that issue, a young and inexperienced Peter Parker attempted to join the Fantastic Four, hoping to get paid for his superhero, to get paid for being a superhero, basically. Uh, yeah. Okay, I thought so. Despite not debuting with them, Spider Man has a long, significant history with the Fantastic Four, has teamed up with them on numerous occasions, and has even been considered an honorary fifth member by some. In the Fantastic Four series in 2011, Spider-Man officially joined the team as part of the Future Foundation after the Human Torch's supposed death, and he has also formed his own version of the team called the New Fantastic Four. That's insane, bro. Bruh, they could go crazy with the connection between Redro and Peter. That shit would be crazy. Have Peter start caring about Redro in that movie, and Secret Wars he dies, and then now Peter is like no, and then that makes him go and snap, and makes him go crazy because it's like, bruh, my new mentor got murdered by this dude that looks like my old mentor, Venom Spider Man, Venom symbiote. Facts. Spider Man starts out as a world saving hero and is now going to street level. That will be a learning curve, a huge learning curve. And remember how bad he wanted to be, like fighting, like saving the world? And it's like, bro, nah. This is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy out here, bro. Get me inside, yo. I like how a younger Spider-Man was kind of mentored by the Fantastic Four. Yeah. And that's where that's where Iron Man takes the place instead. It would have been doper if they did like a full Avengers type of thing of adopting Spidey, but I understand the constraints of like Civil War making everybody have to split up. I get it. But imagine like Peter having to like almost choose between Iron Man and Cap in Civil War, like, and actually pick a side. I think that would have been a crazy story to tell as well. Miles might be the first Spider-Man who doesn't have to deal with loss unless you count his uncle's death. I'm like, yeah, I mean, bro. Yo, you're wild, bro. You're wild, yo. It's cool to see how he developed with different mentors and different timelines. Ooh, you're eating with that. I agree. It is really interesting. Wow. That is a story that they actually do retell in different ways. Is how does Spider-Man come about with different mentors? What is Spider-Man like with the Fantastic Four? What is he like with Iron Man? What is he like with Norman Osborn? What is he like without any of those characters? What is he like with Green Goblin? Well, I guess that's kind of what his normal thing is. But, like, it's just like, wow. I think those are some dope stories to be told. Damn. Yeah, those are some dope stories to be told. And it makes me really wonder what it will be like if he has to mentor someone. Like, that's another thing that we really haven't seen. I haven't played Spider Man 2, so maybe we have seen it in that game, but we really haven't got to see Peter on screen being a mentor yet. Like, that would be a crazy full circle to see him telling Miles, don't you want to just be a friendly neighborhood Spider Man? I know people would be so mad at that, but I think that would be a beautiful full circle to have, like, it being him pass down the mantle, and then the guy he's passing down the mantle to is like, you know, like, I think that would be dope. I don't know how long Tom Holland has signed on for. But give him 100 more movies. I don't know what the hell was going on over there. I think it would be dope to see who. Okay, that's a dope question. What mentor would you like to see Spider Man have? Like, who do you guys think would be like a dope mentor? I would love to see Captain America as Spider Man's mentor. I think that would actually be peak, bro. I think that would be such a dope story. To see Peter have his mentor be Cap, like they're both from New York, you know, have all of that. Like, oh, I think that would be such a dope story. And to see Captain America, Bucky, and like, yo, that would be so dope, bruh. That would be that would be so cool. And to have Bucky be like Uncle Buck, like, I mean, that's dumb, but you know, like, have Bucky be like that uncle mentor to him. Have, bro, oh gee, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Give me that immediately. What? Captain America, Sam Wilson, Bucky. Yes, bro. Steve, Sam, Bucky, and Peter. Let me see all of them, those four together. I think that would be heat. Reed Richards is a good mentor for him, though, because he's all a genius. He is a genius. That would be crazy. What about Bruce? Bruce Banner would also be a crazy mentor. Oh, no, I agree. I like your idea of Doctor Strange as a mentor as well. That would be fire, bro. Doctor Strange as a mentor would be really cool. But I don't. I think you go for a Magic Spider-Man if you go into Doctor Strange being his mentor, and I don't know if I would like where that would go. You know, I don't know if I want a Magic Spidey necessarily. Bruce has the scientific background and he knows all about controlling rage and the consequences of not doing it. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he would learn by example rather than even needing to, you know, he would never go to the dark side like that in that same way. And if he does, that would be a beautiful Venom story for him to have to deal with, right? And then like have that be like a Hulk v Venom story almost, you know? That would be crazy. Yeah, they do have an interaction in No Way Home. And it's a really good interaction as well. It feels like a mentor type of thing, especially because Doctor Strange and, you know, Doctor Strange was locked in. Well, not locked in, but Doctor Strange, Spider Man, and Tony were all together on Titan. And then Doctor Strange and Spider Man both got snapped. Now, he's not a full mentor, but he's damn near a mentor. Yeah, he gives him an artifact and modifications to his suit to capture the villains and all of that stuff. And then when it's time to start doing the other side of things, they go against each other. And then that's where that mentorship kind of ends. Daredevil and Spider-Man would be really dope, of course. Seeing him have him as a mentor would be pretty lit. I would like to see Spider-Man go to the Xavier school. Like they think Brett's a mutant and he goes to the school. Is that a goal? Is that a goal? Is that a story? Maybe I didn't make that up just now. I'm trying to think of a crazy left field pull. Oh, I could see the mutants calling Peter a mutate. That is what they call people endowed with powers instead of being born with them. Yeah, that would be cool. They call them enhanced individuals in the MCU. Or the enhanced. Just think of a Spider-Man being trained by an Iron Fist or to become an Iron Fist. That would be dope as shit. A Spider Fist. Spider Fist for the win. No lie. Spider Fist for the win. Did the enhanced come from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or were they called the Gifted? They called them straight up Inhumans. But maybe they did say enhanced individual. Enhanced came from enhanced has been an MCU term though. I think they said that like in Avengers, the first Avengers movie. They say it in almost all the Avengers movie actually. In Age of Ultron, that's what they call Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. They call them enhanced. They're like we have enhanced on the field. Uh Nick Fury calls other heroes enhanced all the time if there's someone like that. They say enhanced individuals in the Captain America Brave New World movie. Like the EI is really what they call them in the MCU. That's what their term for anyone enhanced is. Professor X would be dope. Professor X is Peter's mentor is interesting. I wonder if he could help Peter truly understand the spider sense. Ooh. See, the thing is, when you have something like Professor X, I feel like that comes with the entire school of X-Men as well. So you don't just have Professor X, you also have Storm, you have Jean Grey, you have Cyclops. You know what I mean? Like all of them like teaching Peter how to be a hero. That shit sounds awesome, to be honest. I feel like that's also one of the biggest downfalls for Peter as a character when he's younger and he has a mentor is he only has one mentor all the time. And he is the type of Peter is the type of kid that needs multiple like people around him. That's what is one of the dopest things about the Marvel Spider-Man game is because you have him having Doc Ock as a mentor. You have him also kind of looking at Mr. Negative as a mentor. You have him also having like all these people around him that are kind of his mentors that he wants to be like, but he's already older, so it's a different type of mentorship. And then when you get that sense of betrayal come into effect, it's like on all forms of Peter's world, for him being Peter and being Spider-Man, all of the people around him are crashing down. And then you just get a really good story being told in that instance as well. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm down for that. Yeah, that would be lit. I'm down for it for sure. I was thinking about anyone else. I really couldn't think about anybody else. Like I thought about Black Panther, and I think that would be dope. But they ain't letting Peter into Wakanda. That's not happening. They barely let Bucky in. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I just thought of something crazy. Like you know the what if that they did with Black Panther, taking Star Lord's place. What if that was Spider Man? What if Peter got taken by the Ravagers and was raised as a Ravager instead of Peter? What if it was Peter Parker instead of Peter Quill? That would be insane, bro. That would be crazy. That story would be wild, man. And then he gets bit by like a galactic spider. That's the only bad thing is he would have to get bit by like a galactic spider. So he already gets bit by the spider on Earth, and then he gets abducted as like a kid, like Spider Man, like Spidey and his amazing friends. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. All those are dope. A Peter without spider abilities, but with all of that galactic technology. Ooh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Peter could adapt without spider abilities too if you give him the resources. That's true. I would like to see a Spider-Man in space though, to be honest. I would like to know what that looks like. Like a Spider-Man in a spaceship going to different planets and doing shit like that. Like how feasible is having webs when you're in a spaceship, you know? Like like how does that character change? But I just want to get on here and talk about Spider-Man Brave, not Brave New World, Spider-Man Brand New Day and Beyond the Spider-Verse. We'll probably talk about it more in the upcoming week as all these other things are released and dropping and coming out and whatnot. Uh, I'm hyped to see what's going on with this week. If you guys haven't already, you should definitely subscribe because tomorrow is Daredevil Born Again episode 6. One episode away from the finale. I am so hyped to check out that episode tomorrow. So you guys are going to want to be here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed so we can make it pop, bro. Like I'm really excited for tomorrow's episode. I'm hoping it's a banger. We might see Punisher return in tomorrow's episode as well. So let me know what you guys are excited about, any of those things, because I'm hyped. Make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You guys have been an awesome audience today as we've been talking about all these amazing things today and whatnot. I'm so hyped for all of these different movies and just a lot of good Spider-Man coming up next. And Spider-Man 4 is going to be that halfway point between Doomsday and Secret Wars. So we are in for a whole lot of goodness. But with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me as we nerded out. Definitely leave all your final thoughts, theories, and questions in the comment section down below about Spider-Man Brand New Day and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Let me know how's it going. And I hope to see all of you lovely dudes and dudettes manana. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.